So customer trends, I don't really need to tell you all this, but there are a few things that we see as we go on. Our purview is we talk to a lot of people in a week, all of us here on the call, and definitely use that knowledge and see what your peers are doing. But essentially, COVID really drove the work from anywhere paradigm, into kind of mainstream, right? So everybody had a work from home component. It doesn't matter what type of organization you were. Some were 100%, some were, some percentage. But what we see as a trend now is some of that's coming back. So, organizations of all size are requiring their employees to come back into the office. But what we're also saying is they're offering generally a hybrid solution, right? So they're, maybe you have Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday at the office, but Monday and Friday you work from home. And really what drives that is being able to attract and retain the top talent in our industry, which is the box over on the right. If anybody's tried to hire a cybersecurity expert in the last couple of years, you know what we're talking about. There is not one company or organization or agency or school we walk in today that says that they've had too many applicants for these type of roles, right? And the schools are doing a good job all the way from K-12 up through the universities of gearing up and producing qualified candidates. It just hasn't happened fast enough. So there's definitely a skills shortage, and that's part of what sets up what we're talking about today. And then, of course, preventing cyber attacks. So like I said, there's more of them than us because there's a lot of money in nation state cybersecurity and whatever else, ransomware, you name it. Most organizations just can't keep up and don't have the tools and the staff to be able to deal with it all. So,
yeah. And you also just mentioned the idea of keeping stuff in your four walls. Mm-hmm. I guess from a practical point of view, or yeah, I guess that's the right way to say that. Do four walls exist for any organization at this time? I mean, I don't know. I don't think I have a single customer that is exclusively on site, except from maybe, I think and I don't work with them, but I've met them before, a supervisor of elections. I think they may be the only people who are not at least 50, like maybe 40% remote for their staff and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, we talk about four walls, right? There are no walls. Your perimeter is everywhere you have a device and a user, right? So, so there's the physical aspect, and then there's the virtual aspect to when the user leaves. And if I have Outlook on my phone, my perimeter just goes everywhere. I was just overseas, right? So my company's perimeter and attack surface went with me, so to speak. So I have to be even more careful and more diligent when I'm traveling because, connecting to Wi-Fi's and making sure my VPN's up to snuff and all that. So, I'm protected, but maybe some call centers, you'll see, everything local, but even then, now they're using things like RingCentral. We have an amazing phone system that's cloud hosted as well, right? Mm-hmm. So, I mean, they may be deploying these things in the cloud, not even knowing it.